dears, welcome to my channel. Today I am here with the lesson from class 10, lesson number 6. The lesson's name is Control and Coordination. What was the fifth lesson, ma? It was life process. There I have asked you 3 questions. It's the time to answer these questions. The first question was, in esophagus, the movement of the food is by the process of dash. The food is moving through the esophagus by the process named dash. What's the answer, Kana? It's peristalsis. Okay. Second one is internal respiration occurs in dash. Internal respiration occurs in cells. That's the answer. And the third one is another name of WBC is dash. WBC means white blood corpuscles. It's having one another name. What is that? It is leukocytes. Okay. Now we are moving for the 6th lesson, that is control and coordination. What is this control? The thing which you don't like, right? Isn't it? There should be something to control. Control is there in every field. In schools also, at home also, and in our body also, there should be something to control. Then only our work will be proper. Okay? So, controlling system is very, very important. Then who is doing that controlling activity? So not only that, we are moving to see about the coordination. Coordination means what? Not only control, this coordination is also important, isn't it? You are in 10th standard now. You have to work well. If one of you have got centum in all subjects and many other children, if they are failed, is it good for the school? No. Not only one child, they are your teachers or your teachers, parents, and everyone is coordinating you to become the toppers, and at the same time they are trying to make you as a gem in the society, in habit, in your habit also, the mannerism which you are showing to others, everything should be proper. Okay, so all the parts, all the children, to say in the class, all the children should be having good marks. Your character also should be good, so that you will be a gem to your society, isn't it? In the same manner, in the body also, if something is controlling, not only that, the coordination should be proper. Now, all the organs has to be coordinated or work together for the particular reaction. That is called what, ma? Coordination. We are learning to see control and the coordination in animals, especially in the case of human. This is part A, and how the coordination is happening in plants we will discuss in part B. Are you ready, Kanna? We are going to start the class. Who is controlling this? Who is controlling this, ma? Mainly, who is there in our body to control our activities? We will say, isn't it, our brain. Not only brain, the spinal cord also helps for the controlling activities. This coordination can be of 2 types: nervous coordination and hormonal coordination. Nervous coordination we have learned. We have learned what, ma? Central nervous system. Nervous system we have learned, no? Brain, nerves, and spinal cord. You have learned from the small classes itself that nervous system includes brain, nerves, as well as spinal cord. Now there is hormonal coordination. Who is doing that? Endocrine gland. Gland secretes hormones. It's a chemical substance which helps for the coordination in some particular part. Everything in detail we are discussing in this lesson. Okay? Okay. When we are saying about the nervous system, we have to say about the nerve cells. Nerve cells, in the last year, in the 9th standard, in the lesson number 6, you have learned about the specialities of the nervous system, or nerve cells we have learned. Tissues was the lesson's name. In that lesson we have learned about the nervous system, how the neurons are working. In a slight manner you have learned. Nerve cells are the one which helps to sense and receives signals or information. Okay, and they are transmitting this information to brain or either brain or to spinal cord. And the information what the brain or the spinal cord is giving, that also will be transmitted back to that particular part by the nerve cells. Did you get, ma'am? I'll explain. If you are riding a cycle, nowadays you know even scooter or even car also, you know that I know. But simply I am saying, okay, if you are riding a cycle on the road, on a curve you are turning, by the time you have seen a truck coming, what will you do? You will do something, you will put the brake, or that's the first one you will do, and you will be much more alert, isn't it? How it is happening? Who is seeing this? Your eyes are seeing, isn't it? Your eyes are seeing, and it is giving the message to brain, and the brain is saying what you have to do now. No, need not be, you should be alert and need not be panic. Apply the brake. Now you are applying the brake and stopping the cycle and giving the way to the truck to go, isn't it, ma? So who are the one who is receiving the signal? You are seeing with your eyes, and there are receptors in the eyes. What are that, ma? Receptors are in the eyes. They are sensing the information that the truck is coming on the way. Then what is it doing? It is converting it into electrical impulse. Converting it into electrical impulse, and then it is transmitting to neurons. Neurons are present everywhere in the body. I need not explain the neuron because in the 9th standard you have learned in a detailed manner. I will send you the link, okay, that connection, that link also I will send you so that you can rewind it if you need. Okay, ma'am. The receptors are giving signals to electrical signals to neurons which are in touch with it. The neuron, one neuron, the signal is moving and it gives to another neuron and it will be moving. Like that, the neuron will transmit the signals till what? Till it reaches the brain. When it is reaching the brain is saying, you have to be alert, go and stop the brake. Who is going to stop? Is the eyes going to stop the brake? No, your legs as well as hand. Hand is putting the brake and your legs will stop the pedaling, isn't it? If you are putting brake and you are pedaling, it will be of no use, right? Your legs will stop the pedaling and your hands are applying the brake. So, from the brain, the signal is transmitted again back to, not to eyes, but to hand as well as to legs. This is what, ma? This is a case. Okay, dears. Now we are moving to see things in detail. How it is working. How the nervous system is working. We are going to see. As I told you, receptors are there in the body. Where the receptors are found? Receptors are mainly found in sense organs. Why receptors are seen only mainly in sense organs? Because sense organs are the one which connects us from outer world. What are the sense organs we all know, isn't it? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. If all the 5 are not working, we will not be able to be connected with the outer world. So, any information will be passed inside the body from outside is through our sense organs. Think, it will be the answer. It's the answer. Without the sense organs, are you able to understand the things that are happening in the world or outside you? No. Only by the sense organs. So, the receptors are present mainly in the sense organs. Now, in eyes, receptors are called photoreceptors. Okay. Then in nose, they are called olfactory receptors. In tongue, for tasting, it's called gustatory receptors. In ears have 2 functions. Not only for hearing, it also helps for the balancing the body. It will be present in the inner ears. It's called phonoreceptors. And in skin, it is called thermoreceptors. These are the 5 receptors present. It will be asked for your exam. Okay, ma'am, what are the 5 receptors? Or in skin, what is the name of the receptor? Like that, they may ask. So, understand and learn. Okay, ma? These are the receptors. Okay, the receptors receive the signal. Then what is happening? It will be transmitted in the form of impulses through the neuron to the brain or the spinal cord. The nervous system is divided into two, mainly central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system means the center from to where it is taken, ma? To brain and spinal cord. So they are called the central nervous system. There are another set of nervous system, that is peripheral nervous system. What will be that? It will be nothing other than neurons. Where the neurons are present? Neurons are present in all the parts of the body. Neurons are present in everywhere in the body. And these neurons, what will they do? Two functions they will be having. First, they will take the impulse and give to brain or the spinal cord. And the second is they will take from the brain some information and give to the respective part which it is needed. Okay. So, something is taking. The things which are sensing and taking are called what, ma? Sensory nerves. They are sensing and they are taking the information or collecting the information. So they are called sensory nerves and they are giving to brain, isn't it? Mainly now we are saying about brain. Don't be confused with the spinal cord. Leave the spinal cord alone. Now we are considering the brain. So the sensory nerves are the one which takes the information and give to brain. Okay. Then the brain gives some information. Do this. So what will the other nerves carry? The other nerves or the nerves which are transmitting the information from the brain to the particular part is called what, ma? They are called motor nerves. Okay, they are called what, ma? Motor nerves. Okay, the nerves from the brain is called cranial nerves and the nerves which are coming from spinal cord are called what, ma? They are called spinal nerve. Okay, cranial nerves connected to brain or from the brain nerves are there. They are called cranial, and from the spinal cord the nerves are there. They are called what, ma? They are called spinal nerve. Up to this extent, is it clear for you, da? Okay. Then this peripheral nervous system is again contain two types of nerves. First is somatic nerves and the second is autonomic nerves. Somatic nerves. Somatic nerves are the one which do the voluntary activities. For example, walking, running. Okay, all these voluntary activities we are knowing that which we are doing, isn't it? That are called what, ma? Voluntary activities. If you are waiting for the bus, but the bus is coming and the bus is stopping to on the from the distance from you, means the bus is stopping to from a little distance away from you. What will you do? We should not miss the bus. We will run. So who is doing that, ma? The brain, eyes are seeing and it is giving information to brain. And the brain is saying, motor nerves, you go and give information to your legs. Your legs will run, isn't it? So this is done by what, ma? Somatic nerves. Who is transporting this information? By the somatic nerve. Is it clear for you? Okay. Second is autonomic nerve. Autonomic nerve do the involuntary activities. To say what, ma? Heartbeat, the nerves, or to say the digestion. Okay, or to do some involuntary activities or breathing and all, isn't it, ma? Autonomic nerves are helping for these things. Okay, this autonomic nerve are again divided into two, sympathetic and parasympathetic nerve. Okay, for example, when you are in a stage, you have to do some performance. You'll be nervous, isn't it? You'll be nervous. Who is doing that? With your permission, you are getting nervous. Oh, I have to be nervous. Oh, yeah, this much crowd is there. I have to be nervous. No, you will be nervous automatically. Autonomic nerve. Who is helping that? Or who is making you do that? This unnecessary duty, who is doing that, ma? This is by sympathetic nerve. Okay? Then what will the parasympathetic nerve do? I'll tell you. You are writing science exam. You thought you will fail. or you will be very less in marks, and the teacher is going to scold you like that you are having an impression. But what happened, the things which you are doing ingy pingy pongy has become correct, and you are getting full marks you are getting. You'll be excited, right? You'll be excited. You will be in such a stage. Doing by what, ma? Sympathetic. But after some time, you will be cooled down. Will you be excited for a full day? No. Within 5 or maximum 10 minutes, you will be excited. You will share with your friends. It was a lakda. It was a while like that you will do. Or you will say, and after 5 or 10 minutes, you will be cooled down and you will come back to your normal. Who is doing that, helping that? Parasympathetic. Parasympathetic. So it is doing exactly opposite to sympathetic. That's why it's called parasympathetic. Okay, is it clear? So about the nervous system, peripheral nervous system and central nervous system, you are having an idea. Now we are moving to see how it is transmitted. Who is transmitted? Then impulse is transmitted. With what? With neuron, with the help of neuron. As I told you, neurons are connected as a chain manner. The neurons are there, but they are not joined to each other. Neuron are having dendrites at the top, and axon is there, and nerve endings are there. After the nerve ending, the another neuron is there, but they are not in contact. They are not touched together. There is a gap in between. We are saying it as synapse. What is it called? Why I am saying is these are very important things. It will come for your exam and the fill in the blanks and all. It will come. What is the gap between the two nerves? What is it called? Synapse. Okay, gap is there, and they are transmitted. What is transmitted? Nerve impulses are transmitted with the help of neurotransmitters. With the help of neurotransmitters, through this gap, the chemical is secreted. That chemical, with the help of this chemical, the impulse is transmitted from this ending to this ending. Okay, ma? Then again it is moving. Then another neuron will be there. Then it will be transmitting with the help of neurotransmitters. Like that, it is moving and reaching to the brain, and information is passed. Okay, ma'am. Up to this extent, you are having an idea. Now we are going to see what are types of actions. First is voluntary actions. Done by what, ma'am? By our nerves. To say somatic nerves helps for that. And it is moving for informations are passed to brain. As I told you, when you are going to the bus stop, and if the bus has been gone away, you are running. Brain is saying. Okay, ma, voluntary actions. Some involuntary actions, that also brain is saying. To say, if you are seeing this stage only, you will be afraid of. Isn't it, ma? Nervousness is seeing, because the brain is saying, oh, this much crowd kana you have, so you will be afraid of. It is also involuntary action. It's controlled by whom? The brain. But there are some other actions called a reflex action. It is not controlled by the brain. It is controlled by the spinal cord. I am going to explain it. What is this reflex action? Have you ever gone with the reflex action? You may say no, but when I am explaining about it, you will say yes. Okay, let's see. If we are learning, and in the class it was so quiet, and the teacher is teaching and you are listening to it in a calm and quiet manner. Near a cracker burst suddenly. What will you do? Your eyes will be closed quickly. Isn't it? Okay, your eyes will be closed quickly, and then only you will come to know, yes, cracker burst. Why? For what reason cracker burst? Isn't it? The sound, before you are thinking that the cracker is burst, you will suddenly be shocked and your eyes will be closed. This is a kind of reflex action. Okay. Not only that, if you are at home and if you are doing some work, by the time the mosquito coil was there near and you have not ever seen it, just when your hands are going to touch this, if it has been touched a little, your hands will be removed quickly. Then only you will see, why, what happened, where it is, what it is. Okay, coil is there. Isn't it, ma'am? These actions are not controlled by brain. Before you are getting knowledge about it, you are suddenly doing this response. This response you are doing for this action. This is what, ma? This is called reflex action, it is doing very quickly and their spinal cord is playing the role. The nerves takes the impulse and give quickly to the spinal cord and the spinal cord react quickly, sir, take the hand out. Or the eyes will be shut quickly because the eyes has to be protected more. That's why the eyes are closed in that case and here the hands are removed. Okay, these are called what ma? Reflex action. It usually seen in all the humans, isn't it? It is seen in all humans. And there how the movement of impulse is going, I will say. First, receptors will receive. To say the hand is receiving that what ma? The hand is getting a little burnt, isn't it? By the time the sensory neuron will take the information and it is given to what ma? It is given to the spinal cord there. Relay neurons or interneurons are there. That means the neuron which is converting from sensory, the information is passed from the sensory to the spinal cord and the spinal cord is giving information and then it will be passed to the motor neuron. From there it is going to effector and there is response over there. Okay, here relay neuron or interneuron is present in what ma? In spinal cord. Okay, this is the reflex action happening to us. Now, as they are so important, we should know what are the parts present in brain as well as spinal cord. Okay, are you ready to learn? The parts or important types. What are the things which are seen in brain as well as spinal cord? The brain is divided into three. What are they? Forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Forebrain. Forebrain is the largest part of the brain. Okay, it is seen in the front. Front topmost part is what ma? Forebrain. It contains cerebrum as well as hypothalamus. What is that ma? Cerebrum, C-E-R-E-B-R-U-M, cerebrum. Hypo, H-Y-P-O, thalamus, T-H-A, la, L-A, mus, M-U-S. Like that, if you are splitting, it will be very easy and your spelling will not be gone. Okay. Cerebrum. What is the cerebrum doing? It is controlling the voluntary activities. It is the center of arithmetic and logic unit E of the human body is what ma? Cerebrum. Have you heard about this arithmetic and logic unit ALU in computer? Yes, it is seen in CPU, right? Like that, arithmetic and logic unit of the our human body is what ma? It is cerebrum and it is found in brain. Okay. Here all the voluntary activities, not only that, thinking, then our speech, our actions, everything is controlled by what ma? Cerebrum. Okay. Cerebrum is the center of judgment, speech, thinking, emotions and all. To say voluntary activities like walking, running, all these are controlled by what ma? Cerebrum of the brain. Okay. Then about the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus controls the temperature, hunger, thirst, all these we are having a feeling because of this hypothalamus. The activities of hypothalamus helps to have all this. Okay ma? Then we are moving for the midbrain. Midbrain is the bridge which connects the forebrain to hindbrain, or we can say it is also auditory and visual processing unit. Auditory and visual processing system is there in midbrain. Then about the hindbrain. In hindbrain, involuntary activities are happening. What are the involuntary activities? What are the things which we are doing without our knowledge? Many things can heartbeat, then breathing. All these are involuntary activities, right? Na? So the hindbrain is also divided into three. What are they? First is pons, second is medulla, and the third is cerebellum. What are they, ma? Pons, medulla, and cerebellum. In pons, it helps to control the sleep cycle. When you are lying in bed, will sleep come? No. Whenever you are sleeping, if you are working hard or if you are before the book, you will be sleepy without your knowledge, right? It's the reality, but we have to keep quiet. But what the thing is, if you are sleeping, you are not able to know that I have started my sleep, isn't it? Who is controlling, Kanna? Pons. I think pons are working more for you than others. Okay, then breathe. Everything is controlled by this pons. Now medulla. Medulla controls heartbeat. Then to say salivation. You are engulfing saliva in between. Are you able to know that this is the time saliva is more in your mouth? Please swallow it. Are you getting information? No. This is controlled by what, ma? This is controlled by medulla. If you are feeling vomiting tendency, you are without your knowledge vomiting is coming, isn't it, ma? This is controlled by this medulla. All these are done by medulla. Then cerebellum. The third one is cerebellum. What is the cerebellum doing? It helps for the balancing the body. Balancing is very important. Alcoholic people used to walk tataka, isn't it, ma? Without they are walking in some direction. They will be walking some other direction, like that. They will be zigzag like walking, because alcohol will affect the cerebellum of the brain. That's why the balance will be lost. That's why they will not be able to walk properly. Okay, cerebellum controls the balance. For us, we can say cycle, balance. Everything is controlled by the cerebellum. Now, brain is clear, isn't it? Brain can be divided into two: right brain and left brain. Have you heard? Right brain controls the left side of the body, while left brain is controlling the right side of the body. When we are dividing the brain into two, there is a part which connects the two parts of the brain together. We are saying it as corpus callosum. What is it called, ma? Corpus callosum is the part which connects the left and the right side of the brain. Okay, ma? Now we are moving for the spinal cord. Spinal cord is well protected inside the vertebral column. Just stem of the brain extend as a spinal cord. Brain is having the stem, and the stem is extending down, and the spinal cord is present. Vertebral column, you can't get confused that vertebral column is spinal cord. Many children are having such a doubt. No, Kanna. Vertebral column is the bony structure which gives shape to our body, and it is protecting our spinal cord. Okay, spinal cord. Then coordination and the transportation of the nerves signals are done in spinal cord, and it is the place for reflex action. All the reflex actions are controlled by the spinal cord. As we know, this central nervous system is very important. It has to be protected a lot, isn't it? It has to be protected. Who is protecting? How it is getting protected? The brain is protected, right? By what? By skull. Skull, or it is having another name, cranium. Cra, C-R-A, ni, N-I-U-M. Cranium or skull is the one which protects the brain. Okay. Not only that, there are 3 layers are there for the extra protection. We are saying it as meninges. What is it, ma'am? It is called meninges. Are the 3 layers of the skin which protects the brain. Okay, there is a fluid in between. Helps for the act as the insulator for it. It is called what, ma'am? Cerebrospinal fluid. What is this fluid's name? Cerebrospinal fluid. It helps to have absorption from shock. Shock will be absorbed so that the brain will be much more protected. Okay, so what are the protective layers? Cranium or the skull is there. Then 3 layers called meninges is there. And also a fluid also helps for protection. What is its name? Its name is cerebrospinal fluid. Is it clear? Then about the spinal cord. Spinal cord is well protected inside what, ma? Vertebral column. Okay, how many individual bones are there in vertebral column? From 6th standard itself we are learning 33 vertebrae or small bones are there. Okay. Then it is also, the spinal cord also is wrapped in meninges. These are the ways in which, or the layers which helps for protecting the spinal cord. Okay, now about the central nervous system, it is finished. Now we are moving to see about the endocrine system. Now nervous system is over. Now we are moving to see about the activities of endocrine glands. Endocrine. Endocrine system which secretes hormones. Hormones are also able to control our body. Okay. Now we are seeing what are hormones and how they are controlling our body. Some little only six hormones, important hormones I have mentioned here. There are much more. Now we are going to see all these. Adrenaline. Have you heard about this word? Adrenaline. Adrenaline is the one which helps to have anger feeling. Emotions are controlled by this adrenaline. Just we will be if we are in fight mood, adrenaline will be much more secreted. Or if you are getting angry, our eyes will be red, our cheeks will be red, isn't it, ma'am? This is because of the secretions of this hormone adrenaline. Okay. Second is thyroxine. Thyroxine is secreted by thyroid gland. Thyroid gland secretes thyroxine, and for what purpose this thyroxine is used? For the metabolism of carbohydrate, proteins, fats and all. This thyroxine is used. And not only that, it helps to maintain the growth, body growth. Not only that, this mental growth is controlled by this thyroxine. To say, what is this mental growth? Mental growth is there for us is if 2-year-old child is having some behavior, and if you, the people 15 years old, if you are behaving in the manner of 2-year-old child, what will your mother do? The mother will beat you. Otherwise, she may feel some problem is there for my son or daughter because he is studying a lot. Because of that, some mental problem is there, they will say, isn't it, ma'am? This mental development also has to be occurred, and it is controlled by what, ma'am? Is by thyroxine. Then what will happen if the thyroxine is not secreted much, or the things which they are needed, it has to be secreted. If it is not secreted more, goiter is the disorder which is formed. Then the third is growth hormone. Growth hormone for what purpose? For the normal development of the body or normal growth. Okay. If growth hormone is secreted more, what will happen? The child will be gigantic. Gigantism. If this growth hormone is secreted very less than the normal, what will happen? It will not be growing more. So we are saying it as dwarfism. This gigantism and dwarfism are due to the abnormalities of what, ma'am? Because of this growth hormone. Growth hormones are secreted by what, ma'am? It is secreted by the pituitary gland. Then the fourth one is insulin. Why and where insulin is produced? Insulin is secreted by pancreas, and it helps to control the blood sugar or blood glucose. The glucose in the blood is controlled by what, ma'am? Insulin. Okay, if insulin is not secreted more in our body, our blood will be containing more sugar, and this sugar will not be what, ma'am? It will not be metabolized. Okay, so the sugar in the blood will be more. We are saying it as diabetes. Okay, this is called the diabetes mellitus, we are saying. Then fifth one is testosterone. Testosterone is secreted in male or female, ma? It is secreted in male, and it is by the testis. It is genital part. You have learned in 8th standard in detail about the testis and ovaries. Everything you have learned, right? The testis secretes what? Testosterone. It shows the secondary sexual characters in male. What are things? The sound will be changed, and the shoulder will be much more. Then mustache will come, isn't it? Beard also will come. All these boys changing to gens. In this, who is helping? Testosterone, the hormone is helping. Like that, in females also, estrogen is secreted by what, ma? By the ovaries. Ovaries secretes this estrogen. How to have the sex character or secondary sex characters, to say the changes in the menstruation cycle. It will control the menstruation cycle in female. Not only that, breast part will be much more bigger in size. All these are what, ma? Controlled by estrogen. So we have said about some important hormones and this endocrine gland which is helping in it. Now part A is finished. We can meet in the next class.